We are good. So, JD, come on my shoulder. That's enough chewing on paper for a second. And I'm going to have an awesome talk with the people about watching bad movies purposely, because I have never done that before. This is actually my first time to go watch a bad movie purposefully. Not a movie that's so bad it's good, but a movie that's like, watching it, it's probably going to be bad. Now, I don't want to tell you what that movie is, partly because I am pretty embarrassed that I'm even going to watch it. But the main reason why I've decided to go and watch it is because, remember that E3 movie, not E3 movie, E3 video that I made on my channel? Well, I wasn't planning on making that. Oh, I said it in the video, but Jeremy made me watch E3, and then JD keeps flying away. Alright, so Jeremy was essentially making me watch E3. But I get to make him watch whatever I wanted. And I don't really get a chance to torture my close friend. So I thought, yeah, I should torture him by watching the Emoji Movie. You know, it's not something we're both going to enjoy, but I will enjoy his torture and pain, and I get to brag to all my friends that I inflicted it on him. So I feel like a lifetime of bragging about torturing my good friend is worth about 90 to 2 hours of my time. I personally think it is, and if not, you know what? I'm going to see this as an experience, because again, for the first time, I am watching a bad movie purposefully, but it might be something that I'll be doing on a regular basis. Why? Because I'm getting really tired of watching movies in theaters. I feel like there's so many movies in theaters that are just wasting our time and money. So why not give it to something that is purposefully wasting our time and money? And not only that, you can have a good laugh with your mates. Now, before that, I did watch like Birdemic and The Room, but the problem with those movies is that everyone who's watched it does enjoy the movie. I have never found someone who just didn't like those movies. So I feel like those might not count, because it is just so enjoyable to watch. I'm watching something that actually requires me effort to find enjoyment out of, and I think it will be a little bit interesting to do. And I might actually start doing this regularly. Now, I'm gonna be right back, because I gotta show you some things that I found on Goodwill. So right here are a bunch of movies that I got from Goodwill for about $3 each. I don't know if you can see that. I have no idea, but it says $3 each. So I didn't pay for all of these movies. My friend paid half, but I agreed to sort of hold on to these movies, and I think it might be a good adventure to start doing. So the first one that I really want to watch is The 7 Steps of Kung Fu. Now, again, I don't know anything about these movies. I don't know how they were created. I don't know why. I know why Bratz was created, but I have no idea why all these other movies were created. So it is actually kind of interesting to see actors I never know, see directors I never know, producers, all these people trying to make a movie from a budget that's essentially the price of a brand new iPhone. So it might be interesting. So this one I'm the most curious about, The 7 Steps of Kung Fu. Now, everyone in the comments, do not tell me anything about these movies, alright? Just tell me if you've seen them or not, but do not tell me anything about it. I want to keep everything as a surprise as possible. So 7 Steps of Kung Fu. Then, yeah, for right here, these are the movies. Hulk Hogan is in it, which is amazing, and it seems like he's playing two people, so one has glasses, so he might be super smart, and then this one's obviously super strong, so they're opposites. They're not the same, so it's going to be weird. So it's called Secret Agent Club. True Lies meets Home Alone. I don't know what True Lies is, but if they're willing to quote it, it must be a good movie. And then A Horse for Danny. I don't know. Oh my gosh. It might be a good movie. I might be surprised. I might say that I enjoyed this movie, but I don't know. So then, Bratz Fashion Pixies. Oh God, I'm looking at the back of it. Oh, it looks. Oh Jesus, it looks horrible. Discover the fantastic power of helping your best friends in this totally new, Enchanted Brats movie that will have you looking at the world in a sparkling new way. Oh my gosh, Jesus Christ! All right. So yeah, like I know this movie's gonna be bad. This movie's definitely gonna be bad. There's nothing about that just screams quality whatsoever. And then this one might be the most interesting. Reefer Madness. Oh my gosh, this might be very interesting because again, this was created by completely different people in a completely different time when, drugs were not really educated as much as they were now. So this one might be I might actually review this in terms of looking at different perspectives because this was made in 1938. All right, it's 2017 now, and marijuana has been legal to smoke recreationally in 5 different states. So, and this was a time where it's no states, not even medical reasons, could you have marijuana in your possession. So this might be interesting. The evils of marijuana addiction are chillingly detailed in this cult classic, which is narrated by a high school principal who declares something must be done. Oh, why do I sound German? Something must be done to wipe out this ghastly menace. Oh my gosh, they're calling weed a ghastly menace. I mean, it is ghastly, I guess, but is it a menace? I don't know. Does it... So this is pretty funny. Oh my gosh. So it's essentially, it's essentially making people you. I don't know if you can. Again, I don't know if you can see this, but you see this guy right here. He looks pretty evil, and I think that's weed in his hand. So again, this might actually be a good movie. This might be. It's a cult classic, so maybe there's legitimately good qualities in this movie. I have no idea, but I am willing to watch it. If I watched a bad movie, then I watched a bad movie. But if I found a surprise in this movie, or I at least laughed at it, if I at least laughed at how bad it is, I think I will get my money's worth of $3. Because personally, I am really tired of just watching the same movies doing the same exact things. But when you look at movies these terrible, look at all of these, they all have different poses, they all look different, they're all trying to be different, and I think that's all I really want out of a movie, is to try to have something original, try to have your own story, try to do something different. And I don't know how different they're gonna be, but I can at least tell that they're trying. When you look at this cover, was it not recording?